you have been around YouTube since 2021, you may know something about analog horror. I think that about scary video have been recorded in 1970 to 1980 in the form of VHS, and using analog video that it's something like that. I don't know how to explain that. But have you know anything about the Walten file? In this video, we're gonna simulate every single thing inside the Walten file. But to be honest, my microphone is not that good. I'm using my phone microphone right now. I don't have a microphone for myself, and maybe have some voice coming in to the mic. It's gonna be annoying, but yeah, you have to stay with that for this time period because my I don't have a microphone for that. So you're gonna stay with that for a while. Now, where should we start with the story? We're gonna start off with the year 1932. The guy named Jack Walten had born in September 23rd, 1932. And why do we have to start in 1932, right? I'm gonna start with this year because it's gonna be easier for me to actually start the whole thing. So next, we're gonna go to 1943. In that year, the company named cyberfuntech was created, and that year founded by the guy named Jackson Putrick. His goal is to put the limit of the modern technology to another level. They started the company as making a manufacture small casino machine and game, and the first creation being the advanced jackpot system. He had the goal to do it for entertainment too, but sadly for him, in March 1952, Mr. Putrick had been pronounced dead of a heart failure. His son, Norman Putrick, eventually took over the company, honoring his father's legacy by pushing the limit of the recent technology even further. That is the only thing we know about Norman right now, and we don't know yet about what he had been doing in that past year after his dad would die. But we're gonna move on to 1959. Now we finally circle back to Jack Walten. This time, he had now been graduated from the college with his friend Philip Crankin. The university they both graduated is named Curie University in Livingston, Michigan. And the university had been open since 1883. After he had been graduated in that same year, he had been married to Rosemary Peony Walten. October 13, 1964. Linda Crankin or Linda Thompson is the one that Philip had been married with. We don't know when they're married or anything. I can't find anything about when they're married, so we're gonna go to the note that she had been writing about Philip.
Felix has been acting weird lately. He's been drinking more than usual. I am very worried about him. I don't know what to do. He came home at the end.
Now we know about Philip's weird behavior. He had been drinking unusually. What does that mean, right? He had been married with a girl that kinda care about him, but we don't know how long they have been married. Maybe he will change or anything else. We don't know yet about their life, so we're gonna continue.
I know I haven't talked here as much I used to. This month has been so crazy. I moved in with Felix last week. He was very happy about it. Yesterday, Jack and Rose had their third child, a little girl. Her name is Molly Walten. Jack and Felix have been pitching up the restaurant idea with a company that's interested in the project. The name's cyberfuntech.
In that day, Molly was born, and Molly have another sibling too. Two of them I did forgot to mention when they're born. So her big brother Edward and her big sister Sophia. Another thing is Jack and Philip have an idea of making a restaurant for entertainment. Not only that, cyberfuntech is interesting for making this with them too. So they are now going to work together for making this restaurant become real.
Hello, my name is Felix Trankin. I just want to greet all of you to the company. Me and my friend Jack are both very excited about working with all of you. Here at Bunny Smiles, we believe that all it takes to achieve our dreams is hope. Would you like to achieve this dream with us? Great! As of now, our team isn't very big, just like our budget. But hey, we have hope, and in my opinion, that's all that matters.
Bunny Smile Incorporated is a company that Jack and Felix founded together to create a restaurant idea that they have been thinking to make with the cyberfuntech. The video that you guys just see is the greeting video to welcome a new employee to the company. The company is a low budget that we know. This company is not big, not small, and might have a bright future for making money, business, something like that.
I just got hired officially as the computer supervisor for a unnamed Bunny Smiles restaurant. Though I've been coming with a few names myself, I've known these guys for a while, they're family. I've done same work for them, along with again for years now, even before cyberfuntech. Getting to meet the Waltons and the Crankin has been super fun, so excited to get to work. The future is bright.
The notice belonged to this guy named Carl Brook. The letter is about his experience working with the company, and it did go well. He loved the place, he loved working with Jack, he loved working with Felix. Now we will look back to Linda's note on December 26, 1970.
Christmas was nice. They built a doll, a gray rabbit, for Ed and Molly. Molly named it Rocket. Felix drank a lot yesterday. This has been a problem for a while. He is a good person, but he doesn't want to address sickness. It's getting worse and worse, but he doesn't notice. He feels bad about it, but doesn't try to change.
My man Felix doesn't change at all after having been married for many years. He haven't changed. His wife is care about him, but he doesn't change. So many problems with his relationship with his wife, and he's addicted to alcohol. It's a problem that might cause a big hole in relationships, which I don't think is gonna go well. Anyway, we're gonna put a tape that from the Walten File for that upload on YouTube in this video. Since I don't know when the tape was made, so I'm gonna put it anyway. The tape is about Susan Wooding.
Bunny Smiles originally reached Cyberfront to make their blueprints for the animatronics. But we all got so invested in the idea that we decided to have a full partnership with BSI. I'm Susan Wooding, the lead technical engineer at Bunny Smiles, designed and built the animatronic models for Bond's Burgers. We added a ton of features into the models. We managed to even make them have their ability to walk and interact with the audience. The console. Here is where all the information and code is stored in the audio animatronics. How they can walk, sing, interact with the audience, etc. That's how they manage to feel so lifelike to our audience. The console is also able to recognize specific people and places.
Susan Wooding is a technician who makes animatronic for the restaurant that will open in the future. And with the help of her friend Cole, who now is her supervisor, and start testing the animatronic on January 21, 1974. But before that, we're gonna go back to December 10, 1972.
Greetings, Felix here. I really just wanted to give all of you dedicated BSI employees a small farewell message. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year's Eve. I hope to see all of you in a few months. It's crazy how far we've made it. Just everything, really. The cyberfuntech deal, the Bond's Burgers project, it's incredible. I never thought we would have made it far. And I'm proud of all of us. Y'all should feel proud too. And I'm very much looking forward to seeing all of you next year.
Since we know now about the project of Bond's Burger gonna be open on 1974. Now let's see what we have in the team of Bond's Burger who gonna open for the future. You got cyberfuntech as a partnership, Crawl Book as a supervisor, Susan Wooding as a technician, Jack and Felix as a co-founder. And another person is Jack's wife, who will be the artist for the animatronic design.
The Bunny Smiles Incorporated art department was in charge of pitching up multiple designs for the characters and creating the designs we all know and love. Rosemary Walten, loving wife of, is a brilliant artist with a huge passion for poetry and the theatrical, and has done numerous art pieces before becoming the lead artist in BSI. She's the one in charge of making the final designs that would later become the characters they are today.
I think I always had a pretty clear idea of how each character looked like, in my mind. The designs just made sense to me. I wanted to make them seem appealing to a younger audience, while still being simple enough so they can be easy to remember.
Another important stuff that I haven't put it out after Felix December message is another note from Linda, and this time Felix's situation is much worse than we thought.
It's just getting worse. He's so submerged with their project that he doesn't realize how much damage he's doing to himself. How much damage he's doing to me. He keeps going to places only to drink. Sometimes he even stays at the warehouse for the sole purpose of drinking. He doesn't listen. He never listens. I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do. I'm so worried. I made it. I just cannot help.
Felix is no longer himself. He drinks more and more. Never change, never listen. Sooner or later, she will leave him alone, and no one will be there for him again. Now we're back again to the animatronic test. The goal of the test is to make sure that the animatronic can move normally and can walk past to the table without hitting the table. By using the CT console, Cole will take note and make sure that the animatronic wouldn't walk into the table. But you know it's the first test, so...
Fuck,
Fuck, I told you to watch for the table, man.
Damn it. Sorry. It's kind of funny though. Where's the wrench?
I'll check the drawer. I think Jack left.
Next 2 months later, they have another test called facial tagging. The goal is to make sure that the animatronic can recognize people by looking at them. But there is something interesting inside this conversation.
I don't know who he is either.
I know. I'm just a little worried. Did Linda call?
She did, yeah. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Knowing Felix, he's probably drinking somewhere in town.
Does Jack or Rose know?
Nope, I don't think Linda told him about it either.
Susan, we have to tell them. Even Chris knows about the addiction.
Let's just focus on work for now, shall we?
Right. So, I'm checking my notes right now. What's up to do?
Well, Norman said we should start testing the facial tracking feature. So we're gonna have the robot walk around and see if it recognizes our faces.
Well, we checked that already. Jack brought in Molly here, and the console recognized them.
Well, yeah, but we're going to do a secondary test because the console seems to have trouble detecting the faces.
Oh, the test we did with Sophie, right.
We got two key points about the conversation. First is Felix still drink, but this time we know more than that. Jack doesn't know about Felix addiction. He thought it might be some normal drinking, but no. Second is they try to test fake tagging with Ed and Molly too, and they seem to talk about Sophia, that they have already tested with Sophia. The reason maybe they want to make sure that the animatronic can remember a child, and it seemed to work. Another fact is, in this tape, Cordy talked about his daughter Lily too, which she didn't show up or anything, just mentioned, so we might don't know anything much about her, or maybe unnecessary to know, but anyway. Felix never changed. After 10 years of married Linda, no matter what she's trying to do, it doesn't seem to change. Felix still with Felix, and the relationship they have been built for 10 years, finally coming to the end.
Dear Felix, May 2nd, 1974, by the time you're reading this, I shouldn't be home. I know you're confused, I am confused too. What you said last week hurt me a lot, but it opened my eyes. Hopefully this opens your eyes too. Our relationship isn't healthy. I don't think it ever was. I am leaving Brighton this morning. You're at the warehouse with Jack and the rest as I'm writing this. By the time you get home, I'll already be in Hurricane. I know you are busy today doing Jack a favor. Something related to a school party. I can't remember, but please go there when you have the time. As for me, I'll try to build my own life while I still can. You should do that too. I love you, goodbye.
Not only that, at the same day that after he getting break up by his wife, Felix did have to do Jack a favor, which is
Hello? Felix. Jack, what is it? Listen, I was wondering if you could do me and Rose a small favor tonight. I don't know, Jack, today's been it's about Ed and Molly. They have a school event tonight. A school party, and they have no one to pick them up. I need to stay at the workshop to finish the paperwork, and Rose is taking Sophie to the dentist. We were wondering if you could pick them up for the event and take them home later. Tonight? Yeah, if it's possible, of course. Sure, I can do that. Really? Yeah, sure. Oh, thanks a lot, man. You're lifesaver, Felix. It's nothing. Alright, so I'll pick them up at 5 and get them home at 9. Rose should be home by then. If she's not, you call me. Got it? Got it.
Jack asked Felix to go pick up Ed and Molly at 5 and then bring them back at 9. But you just call a person who got trolled by his wife. But doesn't seem Jack to know about this. Seems like Felix keep it quietly about Linda leaving him, and that night will be the decision that Jack would say he would never do again if he can't go back in time. On that day at 17:20 p.m., Felix come to pick up Ed and Molly. In that time, Molly and Ed try to find Locket, the doll that she had, as a Christmas present. Then a few minutes later, Felix come to pick up them, driving this black car to the school at that time. They seem to have fun at school. After that, they lost Locket, so Ed and Molly go back to find Locket. But it's already 9. Felix have to pick them up and bring them back to home at 9. They try to find Felix until they're coming to the drinking zone, only for a job. And you know what that means if they're a drinking zone? For all night he have been drinking here. Molly did ask why did Felix is here, it's drinking zone. He shouldn't been drinking. but the only spot he gave to them. I'm just a little bit dizzy. I have to bring you home now. And that is the worst decision that Felix having done in his entire life.
What?
On a cue. 30 minutes of non-stop rock. Turn it up. You come on like a dream.
How much is left till we get home?
Not much. Just kind of lost, I think.
Uncle Felix, were you drinking?
M-Y-Q.
Our teacher says drinking is not right.
No. I'm just feeling dizzy. It's not that big of a deal. All right.
Number date 531. Flowers 5224343. I got a zap coming up. Rolling. Go.
I want to go home.
Heartbreaker.
Molly, we're almost there.
Don't you think you're driving too fast?
Listen, I'm just trying to get you to home quickly, all right?
Zap coming right now. Angel 10 for
Look, I'm sorry. I'm not feeling too good right now. I really just want to lay in the bed and go to sleep.
Air conditioner.
It's alright. We get that today wasn't the best for you. We understand. Everything is gonna be okay.
Thanks, Molly. They didn't go home that night. He buried them here. He was too scared. But they found a way out eventually. You have 25 new messages. Felix, pick up the phone. Now, I need you to pick up the phone. It's been 3 hours since I told you to get Ed and Molly home. What happened to my children? If anything happened, Felix, you must tell me. You haven't told me in 3 hours. I need to know what's going on. I'm trying to call you all night. What the hell is wrong with you? I've been trying to contact you all night. I've been calling everyone for you. Just what the hell is wrong with you? 3 hours, you didn't call. I asked you to do one simple favor for me. I need to know, where are they? Where did you...
The whole situation is changed. Felix is still alive. The back of the car hit the tree, which is where Ed and Molly sitting. Felix decided to just bury their body there. And the record of his voice, he recorded himself after he buried them.
Yeah. Messed up. It's been so long since I last used one of these. Last time I used this, I was driving. In the same conditions. I messed up. I have a problem. And this has been a problem for so long that I can't even remember. The first time I got drunk, I don't remember most stuff. That's probably why I carried this recorder with me. So, that's probably why I'm recording this in the first place. Because I know I'll wake up tomorrow and I'll think this was all just a nightmare. That Molly are okay. But they're mad. They're not. They were just children. Jack. Oh God, what am I gonna tell Jack? He would be devastated. That's why I buried him. Just the idea of Jack seeing what happened to him. Jack's been the best friend I've ever had. I'd never do that to him. That's when the accident occurred. I just panicked and I buried him in the forest. St. Juana's forest. The forest next to the road. The road in which the accident occurred. I can't remember where I buried him. So fucked. What am I gonna do now? The restaurant's gonna open next month. It's hard. Be fine. Jack's gonna be fine.
At the midnight of May 3rd, 1974, since Felix doesn't pick up his phone, he had to go to Felix's house just to find out that the whole house is empty. No one is there. Jack tried everything to get inside, but never got a response from Felix. Until finally the sun had rising up. Felix had passed out because of alcohol. But when he wake up, the door that in front of him rockets, sitting there staring at him. After he wake up, he pick up what have left from Ed and Molly. It's the door, the chute, and the bag. Felix throwing everything to the lake, except for one thing. It's the rocket door that he doesn't throw it at. He stepped up on the lake and decided to do the last decision that he know he has to. But he can't do it. He's still too afraid to die.
3 days after the accident, I haven't been able to sleep since last week. I finally told him what happened. It was in my office. It was the longest hour of my life. The most painful conversation I've ever had. Pain in their eyes, the anger. They both hate me now. And I don't blame them. I have no idea what's going to happen to me now. My life, my business, everything. But the fact they're still buried down there, it haunts me every night. It's eating me up inside. Rosemary asked about the doll. I told her that they left it at school. That was a lie. I don't know what to do with the doll. Wherever I go, there it is, and I can't get myself to get rid of it. It's like a constant reminder of this huge mistake, and how there's nothing I can do to make it better.
Something come back to follow him. Something that won't let it go. Something that want him to fear. The rabbit doll that's still following him. The two souls that he haven't killed. They don't forgive him. And they're still going to follow him. Felix have nowhere to run. Because they will haunted him till the day that he will die.
I'm so sorry. Please. God, I'm so sorry.
1 week after the accident, Susan and Cole, now knowing about what happened, the family decided to make a funeral for them after the car accident. Cole and Susan doesn't know it until now. Susan doesn't seem to believe it at all and thought it might be some bullshit and might have something even worse than that. Jack starts to slowly showing up at work because of the tragic death of his son and daughter. Another thing is Felix trying to hide the doll from Jack and Rose. Not only that, maybe he wanted it to not go near him or try to get it away from him as much as possible. After they have a conversation, they leave the room, and this is what happened after they're leaving. And all the stuff that happened, the restaurant itself doesn't even open yet. Yes, the restaurant itself doesn't even open for the public yet. The whole situation is an absolutely mess. So now we're gonna go to the day that they prepare for open the restaurant. On May 23rd, 1974, this teenager looking guy over here named Richie is the employee who will work in the restaurant as a caretaker, and he record a radio tape for his co-worker at his first day at work.
Hey man, this is your coworker Richie from BSI. Felix probably mentioned me to you before. I don't think we've actually met face to face before, but I look forward to working with you. I'm working the night shift at the moment, sorry, don't want this message, no, sorry, you're not in any trouble or anything, just saying hi, company policy. All employees gotta like know each other so we can work more efficiently, I guess. I don't know. From what I've heard, I take it you've been working here quite a while, right? Summer job. Well, same here. Where was I? Right, some notes from last week's shifts. The arcade machines should be on their way by Tuesday, I think. We made a call with Starleys. They're going to be doing the installations themselves, so you don't got to worry about that anymore. Just trying to keep Abigail friendly, and plus, you now owe me a favor. Nah, just kidding. So, Tech Supervisor asks us to present the documentation of the animatronic state by tomorrow. So, yeah, better get that ready soon. And, I guess that's it. Sorry, and, one more thing. I think we'll, properly meet on, Thursday, I think. Us giving us a tour of the installations. And not the ones that smell like tobacco, the other one. So, yeah. See you there. Night.
Everything seemed to be normal because now the restaurant are ready to open. But something even worse happened. June 11, 1974, Jack Kennedy reported that he was found missing. That is happened not even the day that the restaurant had to open. Now two co-founders have a problem with each other. Another one killed a student and another one have gone missing. But still the employees are come back to work as normal as anyway. Now we have another two of Richie radio tape at June 18 and June 27.
Hey, just wanted to update you on everything that's been going on over the past few days. So, for starters, I got paid the extra hours from last week, so that's nice. Right. So, did you get the memo? Or whatever? Apparently the lockdown was because of some infestation or something. Like bugs. So just a heads up, you can still kind of smell chemicals and whatnot. What else? Right. So here, from next week onward, all animatronics will be cleaned and checked by authorized personnel. Nobody else is permitted to go near them until further notice. So that's one less thing to worry about with our jobs, right? Don't come to work on Monday. They're doing one more big cleanup to make sure there's no bugs crawling around or whatever. We wouldn't really want our customers eating a beetle sandwich, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's all for tonight. You see any bugs in the next few days, just whack them with a newspaper or something. They'll be fine. Anyways, see you around. Take care. Bye.
The very weird thing is, Richie doesn't even know that the co-worker of the Bonds burger have been gone missing. It's kind of funny, I think, because your boss is just gone and you just doesn't even care and you're just gonna continue working. It's kind of funny, not gonna lie.
Another day, another dollar, as they always say. Sorry, just ignore that. I don't know what I was doing. Okay, so forget it. Tomorrow is the big day. You excited? Boss gave me some instructions to give you for today, so I'll get those in a second. I just want to say I put the chairs down, next to the tables, so just save you the hassle of having to do that tomorrow morning. So you're welcome. If you can, keep an eye on the poker maze. It's pretty easy for kids to get lost in there. So yeah, you know, you just don't want anything like that happening. Just pop in every like minute or so. Just make sure there's no kids crying, screaming. You know. Actually, don't get lost there yourself either. You're still a teen, right? How old are you again? That doesn't matter. Whatever. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Unlock the generator room. Clean the bathroom, especially the men's bathroom. More on that later. Right. Keep the main stage curtains closed. For the time being, we transferred Shaw to the secondary stage for this week, so she'll be next to Buzu. The Bond animatronic won't be performing this week. They got to do an extra week of maintenance on him. So that's a shame, but nothing we can't fix. Luckily, we do have a costume, a Bond costume. The sister company gave it to us a while ago. So you know, if you want to earn some extra bucks, you might want to pop in that thing, dance around, tell some jokes, whatever. Felix will probably tell you what to do. They're kids. They're stupid anyway. They won't notice. Just try ignore the smell. Right. That reminds me. Apparently, some employee might have been smoking pot in the men's bathroom. So just don't mind the smell. Yeah, keep the windows open. You know, just try freshen up the place. Make sure Felix doesn't notice. I wouldn't want whoever that was, get in trouble if they did smoke pot in there, which I doubt. But just in case. So that's it. Good night.
Finally, on June 28, 1974, the restaurant opened for the public for the first time. The location of the restaurant is at Brighton, Michigan. Later, 2 days later, on June 30, 1974, the restaurant had a first birthday party for the first time too.
BSI Technical Support Audio Log Number 3, June 30th, 1974. Jeremy's birthday party finished an hour ago. I decided to stay and help the employees clean the place. This week has been strange, especially because of the opening. I find it weird that they opened the place even though Mr. Walten disappeared a few weeks ago. I hope he's doing alright. Rosemary came in today and asked if we'd seen him around. I'm pretty worried about it. Felix seems very concerned and worried too. Anyway, the birthday party, yes. Everything went according to plan. This was the first birthday party in the restaurant, and I feel it turned out pretty well. I noticed a few irregularities in the stage and in the audio animatronics. As the engineer and the person who basically built the animatronics to begin with, it was easier to notice these, especially in Bond. Something fell off. The limbs weren't moving properly. They looked stiff and odd, mainly in his right arm. Take a few more minutes to take him to the backstage, just to make sure everything's okay. I'm the only one left. Chris left some hours ago, and Felix didn't even show up. I'll leave and close the restaurant when I'm finished. I'm sure it's not going to take long.
At the same time, while she is recording this radio, in the backstage there is something weird happening here. The upside down face moving to the Bond animatronic and then possess Bond. Before she going out, she come back here to check something inside this room. The radio opened by itself. She going with flashlight, checking around the room to make sure that nobody or something is here. She go check the box in the room, and suddenly, this is what happening. Susan become Bond's first victim, and the only thing left is just a lifeless body. The message in this image say, I am still alive, but I can't move, and I have trouble bleeding, and my stomach feel weird. Rocket watching Bond trying to snap Susan's body inside another animatronic. Bond told them to be quiet while he stuffing Susan's body inside animatronic named BaButThe. But in the spirit world, Molly and Ed talking to each other about what just happened. Molly wanted to help Susan from this place, and they have to find Susan in the spirit world before Bond found her. At first, Ed didn't want to help because they have nothing to do with this, but since Molly wanted to, he had no choice but to help Molly. On another side, Susan, the spirit that wandering around right now, have no idea where she is. She hearing someone around here. He asks where she is. Inside the white folk all over the place. The mystery guy talking to her and say, I can hear you. The guy tell her to not worry and tell that this place is the Wonderland. She asks another question, is she dead? But the mystery guy just say dead? No, not yet. At least. He said that her heart's still beating, but the body is functionless. Out there you are slowly suffocating, but here you are safe. The spirit did not pass as fast as the body does. I would know, until she asked the last question.
Oh, where are my manners? Pleasure to meet you. My name is Bond, and you're Susan. I've had my eye on you. I know you very well, my friend. I know you like to fix things, isn't that right? Well, so do I. Wouldn't you like me to fix you?
Bond give her a gift, and the inside is the BaButThe mask. Bond want her to possess the BaButThe animatronic because he believes that it will help her to be beautiful and give her a new body. Another thing he say in this scene is pretty much important. He said that you don't have to listen to me, it's up to you. But what other choice do you have? A spirit can survive without tethered to the vessel. And everybody know what she will do. And yes, she are now inside BaButThe. But at the same time, in the room, there is someone there too. Back to Ed and Molly. After Bond is gone from the place, both of them are too late to catch on Susan, because now she is possessed the animatronic, and they fail to find her before Bond. So now they have to wait to help another people right now because Susan are no longer to be helped. Before both of them walking around inside the Wonderland before gone into the fog. Next gonna be another Wiki episode.
Hey man. Okay, so we got some good news and some bad news. So I'll start with the good news. So boss is happy. He said we did good work. He said we did good work on the first week. You did a good job with the Bond costume, actually. I was surprised. I actually got it all recorded on film. So if you want, I can show that to you next week, or I can use it to blackmail you at some point in the future. Kidding. No, I wouldn't do that. I bet you're happy to hear. Bond will be back on stage by tomorrow. Yeah, Felix set it up himself, so maybe they worked out the differences after all. Sorry, just trying to make another joke. Okay, on to the not so good news. So, um, we have a associate. I believe she does the art for the restaurant. She's been coming in a lot lately. She keeps going on about like her husband or something. She's not well. To put it lightly, I don't want to sound mean, but there's something wrong with her, and I believe you know her. You've been talking to her whenever she comes in. Like, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, right? And I'm glad you are, helping her. But how do I say this? She's been let go out of the company yesterday, and so it's now a company policy that if a former employee makes any sort of drama inside the restaurant, they'll be permanently banned from entering. So if you see her again, just tell her to keep quiet. It's boss's orders. I'm sorry that's insensitive. Okay. Lighter note. Nobody got lost in the maze. So, good job. You're a natural. Whatever. Okay. On with the bad news, I guess. More bad news. The backstage is now locked for the week. I asked staff for explanations, and they refused to elaborate. So, Banny will be off the stage for a few days. So keep the curtain on Banny's stage closed. What else? All of the animatronics must be sent to the men's bathroom at night instead of backstage. So, yeah. Let me know how you've been. I had a blast last week. I will say, you make a really good cook. I'll tell you that. So, yeah, see you tomorrow then. Good night.
I don't know how someone working in this place that doesn't know that is someone gone or not gone. I just Richie is just someone who's just working every day and doesn't care. Just only his coworker, he just making tape for every day. Don't know why, but yeah. But there's two things here. First of all is Rosemary, the artist of the, she's the art of the Bond Burger restaurant, and she come here to find her husband, which is Jack. Which we know that Jack not only gone but never come home again. I mean, yeah, he have missing posters, so it's not weird. But seems like she is now a former, not the current worker. So which means that in the restaurant that Richie just say about Rune, that he cannot let her going inside and talk like sad dramatic because it will interrupt another customer. Which I know someone will be mad at Richie right now for telling his coworker to stop, but at the same time it's understandable to think that it's my job and I don't want to lose it. It's have two sides, so I want, maybe yeah, he not wrong, but at the same time in that year it's not much to say. Another thing is Susan, right? We know she was gone and now she inside Benny. So the animatronic Benny have been off stage. And next is the room backstage is locked. The room that Susan was killed, which is now locked and cannot get inside. So they have to move the animatronic to another room, which is the bathroom. Kind of weird way, but yeah, have no room else. We go to the bathroom, boy. Susan missing situation finally get noticed by Norman after 1 week. Norman sending list later to Philip. The way to reading this is flip and mirror it, and this is the letter that Norman sent to Philip.
Mr. Kranken, this is Norman. I'm sending you this letter on behalf of our deal with Bunny Smiles and cyberfuntech, and most importantly, the well-being of our cyberfun staff. We've been getting a lot of complaints about a member of our staff going missing who was highly associated with you and your team. Susan Woodings has been missing for a week now, and here in cyberfuntech, we are working as hard as we can to try and manage to get in contact with her. Is there perhaps any detail you could hand us to help locate our missing employee? I'm going to be entirely honest with you, Mr. Kranken, and tell you I have a ton of questions and suspicions about whatever is going on with your company. Whatever it is, it's making both your company and mine look bad to the public light. So, again, if there's anything that could help us find Susan, write us back immediately. Thank you. I'll see you Monday.
I don't know how no man gonna do anything about this. Like, it's happened like only in a week of working, and this is absolutely chaos. And yes, and right now I feel like in short of working in the company. Right now you might asking why Philip doesn't go to jail. This might be the question that people thinking why, and how did he not get anything or punishment from the police. This might be some theory out there, so I'm not gonna talk about theory yet. So coming up next, we have another tape from Richie again. This is the 5th log of his radio dialogue.
Hola, amigo. Is that how you say it? I never knew how to say it. Yeah. Good things are happening, my friend. The backstage is still locked. But the generator room, where we should be shooting the robots for now. Right. We actually have a new one. What's his name? Bobby the Clown. Billy the Clown. Billy. Yeah, Billy. He just arrived yesterday, actually. Top of the line technology, man. I'll tell you. I was messing with their little radio thing all day. Bond seems to be working fine now. His gloves keep falling off, like not gloves. What are they called? Blue hand things. You know, the suit. And it's really the neck underneath. So just be careful with like the hands and stuff. Okay, whatever. Oh yeah, we have a birthday party coming up. Birthday party on the 14th? Yeah, the 14th. We're gonna be using the Billy robot. It's actually the daughter of one of our associates. What was her name? I forgot her name, doesn't matter. So yeah, we gotta make it look extra good in there. I might even come over, you know, show up in the Bond costume myself. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. Why don't you show up actually? We could, you know, stay smoking in the arcade area. Well, right? Nah, whatever. Yeah, look forward to seeing you there. Take care, man.
For only two things that I noticed in this radio is upcoming new happy birthday or second birthday of this restaurant, and another daughter mentioned by Richie, which I don't know who that is, maybe Sophie or someone else. But that birthday party will lead to another incident that happened in that day.
Missing 0714, missing 0714, missing 0714, missing 0714, missing 07. Missing.
Another victim of bonds have been announced to us. That person that we know, called Brooke. His body never been found, just like Susan, and his face have been destroyed, possibly by someone that you know, Bond. But this is not the end of the missing incident people inside Bond restaurant. And maybe the next victim might have the worst death ever.
Mary would go to the restaurant every night hoping that his beloved husband would reappear after being missing for weeks. But no response until one day she heard a voice saying, "I know where she is, Rosie," coming from the backstage. Sophie, where am I? By the time the lady entered the backstage as the voice told her to, missing husband wasn't there. Instead, she found a rat.
Rose broken will fix you. You will beautiful. You will beautiful. You will beautiful.
She didn't make it out alive that night. Her arms and leg have been cut by just one animatronic that's strong enough to even lift human lift from the body. That was disturbing, but her scream is loud enough for someone to actually hear her scream.
Come on, man, where the hell have you been? Some big shit happened, alright? We're down. It's fucking bad, dude. We're shutting down. We're done. We're fucking done, right? Oh, God. I clocked in last night, right? Some staff were still in the restaurant, right? It's all good. It's all okay. 4 in the morning, I get a call from Norman, right, telling me the cops broke into the place, right? Some call about, like, screaming inside the fucking restaurant. The whole neighborhood was freaked out. They checked the place. Most doors were locked, so they just shrugged it off anyway. There's nobody inside. But, Norman's shutting us down. He said, the scenic calls was humiliating, right? You know, everyone's outside the fucking restaurant, claiming somebody got killed. Fucking bad, man. He gave us, 3 days. We had 3 days to shut everything down. Sorry. Oh, God. Sorry, it's been a fucking crazy night. There is, the boss came up with a new plan, alright? He hasn't shared it with, Cyberfun yet. But, long story short, we gotta take all the fucking items from this place and put them in a truck, take them to the storage place somewhere. He didn't say where. It's big fucking money, dude, right? It'll only take a few days. You in? Also, just for the record, don't tell this to anyone, okay? See you tomorrow then. See you tomorrow then. Be there at 6, Bond.
After Norman decided to close the restaurant because of the screaming reported from someone else, they have 3 days to close the restaurant. The picture that showed up here is after 3 months of closing. Another picture is K9 facility made by bunnysmile Incorporated. This picture taken from 5 months later after the restaurant closed. And the last picture is the picture of the animatronic inside the facility. The picture taken from 6 months later after the restaurant is closed. After everything happened in the restaurant, 4 months later after the restaurant is closed, the news channel Local 57 decided to make a news about it. The reporter, Christian Marshall, will be the one to tell you about what happened after 4 months of the closing restaurant Bond's Burger. Christian going around town to interview people who have been inside the restaurant. One of them is the mother who make a birthday party inside the restaurant. She doesn't believe about the ghost stuff, so she just thinks it's a haunted place. Another interesting thing is the interview of Detective Derek Colley. He did say something pretty interesting. This is what he said.
6 total missing reports filed around the summer, all equally stressful and intriguing. I believe it reached a breaking point when Jack Walton, the co-founder, was declared missing. I must have come to that place at least 10 times in those 2 weeks alone. Then 3 more missing reports about missing employees. I disapprove, however, the spectacle you people have been making about real disappearances. You know, it's disheartening, and I don't wish to comment on anything else.
This is pretty weird, right? Because there are 6 reports of 6 missing people. But like we know, there's only 4 employees have been missing, which is Jack, Susan, Carl, and Rosemary. Then who can another 2 people be? It's up to you guys to make a theory about it before the end of the video, so have fun. Another thing inside the video is the reason why the restaurant is shut down.
A few days later, the place shut down due to budget reasons, allegedly at least. But the urban stories say much different. It's suspected that those screams belong to one Rosemary Walton, a woman that disappeared earlier that same day, never to be found.
So Norman decided to tell public that the reason he closed the restaurant is because the budget that he puts on the project is not good, and decided to shut down it. One last thing is the screaming at midnight, which people assume to be from Rosemary, who have been missing after that night. It's kinda unnecessary, but this is dialogue interview between Norman and a reporter, so I don't think it's necessary anymore since the timeline of this interview is before the restaurant is closed. So next up we have the investigation, which took 3 years later after the incident. I don't know why it takes 3 years. And investigation by someone that you know, Derek, who know about the incident that happened in the restaurant but took 3 years to investigate it. So I don't know what he have been doing, or he just in the dead end. But anyway, this is what he writing on for the log that he investigated in April 5th, 1977.
The investigation 1, log hash 783. The house has remained abandoned for over 3 years now. Me and the team pay another visit to check if there was anything we could have possibly missed about this whole case. The girl doesn't want to talk about the situation. I don't think she even remembers most of it. As to Mr. Cranken, we caught him driving intoxicated once again. We revoked his driving license and he stayed in the station for 3 days. However, he didn't say a single thing about the case. The man's a mess and his addiction seems to get worse and worse. A cute painting on the wall inside what appeared to be the girl's bedroom. I'm led to believe there's something missing here. There has to be something that flew over our heads. Me and Rogers have been checking the BSI documents for weeks now. No luck back at the house. We weren't able to take any photos. It was a quick visit. The place stinks. The walls are all rusty and that warm flower wallpaper covering them is now all torn apart. Something that caught our attention was a cute painting on the wall inside what appeared to be the girl's bedroom. We checked the other rooms. Nothing. We found Jack Walton's office, but all there was in the room was a pack of cigarettes. This investigation has gone to shit. I hear all sorts of crazy rumors around town about what happened to the Walton family. I hate it. Detective Derek Collins, log April 5th, 1977.
I know he's not British, but I just think he sounds British because it's kind of similar to the voice that he have. But this guy, I don't expect any shit from him anymore. He just was. Another thing in that document is Derek trying to talk with Sophia, but she doesn't seem to remember anything at all. The reason why she doesn't remember anything at all is in this tape, Lucky You. The video will show when the restaurant opening, the birthday party, first and last show of this restaurant, picture of abandoned restaurant, and another 3 pictures that I show you about what happened after the restaurant is closing in 6 months, and this message.
You must be so confused about what you saw. Don't be scared, my little bunny. Answers will be given eventually, but don't try to solve this puzzle only with the pieces you have so far. This is only the beginning. For I'm going to tell you a story of broken people, beautiful people. He is so sorry about what he did to them, but there's nothing he can do. Remember that. Safety and pills, Sophie. 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 Safety and
Sophia taking a pill after knowing that her brother and sister are dead. In that time that she taking that pill, she was just 14. And possibly that Jack and Rosemary in that time agreed to let her take a pill. Another interesting stuff in here is the dialogue between the video that pop up here. Is the color white and red. The white dialogue belongs to the spirit and the red dialogue belongs to Bond, the ghost that killing them all. And every time when Bond talk, he always stay in the concept of beautiful. And the one last message that the ghost leave for us is, "They will see you soon, Sophie." On July 2nd, 1978, bunnysmile Incorporated decided to make a new project called the Relocate Project. The tape said that it took so long for this project to happen because of illegal work problem. But finally this project become real. The project is about plan to reopen the Bond's Burger again. Not only that, but they target to making more stuff for selling like doll, TV show and book comic stuff. And the person who going to be in charge is none other than Philip Crankin. And the restaurant will open in 1982 as soon as possible. And before the tape is end, this is what it shows.
The Bond's Burgers restaurant is no doubt a brilliant idea. So let's give it up for Felix Crankin, a man with not only a giant brain, but also a giant heart.
At least it is confirmed something that nobody know what happened on that day and thought it must be a rumor and stuff. A week later, we got another tape from bunnysmile Incorporated again. This time, it's a tape about technical support. The tape will technically told you what your job is and what are you going to do inside the facility. The thing you need to bring inside is your flashlight, your food, the key, and the camera. And yeah, this tape is possessed too. Shah will give you a tour inside the facility about what room you use for and what you have to do inside. But there is something weird inside this tape too. Before Shah going out of the room slowly getting darker and this mystery guy is showing up. And this is the same tape showing what happened to Susan. And when Bond decided to stop Susan inside, the mystery guy showing up again. Before showing the Shah animatronic, who now are Rosemary, who's suffering inside the animatronic. After the technical support tape, a few days later we got a file footage tape recording in July 12 to 14, 1978. The footage is footage of these three volunteers technician. The left is Hillary Barkley. In the middle is Ashley Parker. And the last person on the right is Kevin Wooding. Small fact, Kevin and Susan are related because Susan is his auntie. Their job is to restore the animatronic inside canine facility. They have to stay here and finish the job, which means that they have to live here until they've done the job in 3 days. The animatronic inside is pretty much broken as hell. Maybe because they have been living here for 4 years now. They put their blankets on the floor, prepared for where they're going to sleep and ready to work. They live here 3 days and repairing all of the animatronic inside this facility, including Bozo, Shaw, Bond, Benny, Billy. Until the last day of work, something did happen in that day. As she wake up at night just to going around touring everything and the zone that she haven't go yet. And then she come across this room that have rocket up there hanging on the wall and found another animatronic named Billy the Crow. She found a tape on the table and she curious, so she decided to open the real tape by using Billy tape player. This is what it played.
Used for birthday parties, like, you know, play a customized tape or something? I don't know. But we're about to find out.
Jack, Susan, Charles, Rosemary, Sophie.
Billy said the 5 names. 4 of them is missing and another one is unknown. And we actually decided to go out the room. This is what happened.
Hello, I'm Billy. The funny movie clown. I see you now. Now,
They left the next day. They thought Ashley left early, but she was in the back door, screaming as much as she could, but no one could hear her scream. The following day, the caretaker would complain about an awful smell coming up from the back door. The company decided to shut down the facility until the new device. The relocate project was unsuccessful. Ashley's still there, but she could not scream anymore. She saw something she wasn't supposed to see, and now she's beautiful. 1 month later, on August 13, 1978, they're finally bring the animatronic back to reprogramming. They're testing the first animatronic is Benny and try to make sure that everything is still working and possible to reprogram all of it. They test how the animatronic will show their emotion until the emotion of they're looking for friends, the background turning back, and it show what appeared to be Susan's face and then disappear. And then when animatronic finally found friends, she smiled.
Rabbit tries to find a way out of the cage, but it's unsuccessful. The rabbit keeps trying to find a way out, or at least catch the owner's attention. The mighty rabbit must get out. The mighty rabbit needs to 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 get out. The rabbit is starving. 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 Is starving. Is starving. Is starving. Is starving. Is starving.
She now is just a rabbit in the cage, hungry and starving inside the cage, cannot get out. And the person who feed her and all the animatronic is have been mentioned inside the last part of the video.
Shadow Man, see when lights go off.
He's the one that's showing up when Rosemary got killed by Bond, and the same person that Susan saw when she became the animatronic. Then the identity of the Shadow Man is still unknown.
You finally start to remember. That's all day. They will be back for you soon. Sophie.
After a year, finally animation coming out from the Sunlight Animation, which is the studio who making the cartoon for Smile Incorporated in 1979. This episode is about Bond invite his friend to watching some movie, and as you guys know, this tape is possessed too.
Shah, Bozu, and
the tape title show you that the own core founder of the restaurant is now missing, which we know is Jack Walten. Bond, who woke up at night, picked up the lighter on the floor and tried to light it because it's dark. And when he lighted the light, this is happened. And when the light turned on, somehow Sophia showing up and Bond is behind her. And the uniform her wearing is the caretaker of the facility. And then the video cut out to this footage of a guy named Brian Steele, who are the newest caretaker of the facility, who now driving inside the forest to go inside the facility. The person named Chris told him that the plates have not been used since 1978 and 1979, and the date that Brian on right now is October 10, 1982, meaning that the facility have been abandoned for 4 to 3 years now. Finally, Brian found a way to the storage facility. He found a ton of old pictures inside, and when Brian finally going to do his job, he come across Bond animatronic inside. And like everyone know, he had been chasing down by Bond, and well, I think everyone know the answer, so...
What was that thing?
I can't feel anything. He thought I was hurt. Unfortunately for Brian, he got mistaken by Bond because Bond thought Sophia is Brian and become Bond's another victim. But it did confirm that Sophia is still alive. And the beginning of New Year 1982, cyberfuntech decided to make this long page of the history of the cyberfuntech, the breakout story, since the beginning of the company until now, which basically a whole breakout story. But the interesting stuff is this picture under construction. The interesting stuff is if you look at the signature side, there are 3 people signing in, which is Norman Putrick, Frederick Kanquin, and another person could be Chris. And finally, on October 15, 1982, Sophia Walten, which is now 22 years old, and Sophia's girlfriend Jenny Letterson, who is 26 years old. If you need confirm for their relationship, there you got it. In this file footage, Sophia trying to play the new game from bunnysmile Incorporated. The story inside the game is Bond and the gang going around to prepare flute for flute festival. While Sophia playing a game, Jenny told Sophia about a weird glitch happened inside the game and said this game looked unfinished. Jenny makes sure that Sophia is okay to play this game alone before she going outside because she is busy. Then Sophia have a similar feeling to all the stuff that she saw. She have a feeling that she know all this before, but she doesn't remember. Before Jenny left, they talk about an employee going missing, which is Brian Steele, who had been missing and never come back. And yeah, we know what happened to him. The first minigame that she's going to play is minigame of Billy the Clown. Between dialogue, the glitch happened while she playing the game multiple times.
about this? That Claire even there.
The minigame is basically that you have to put the battery inside this machine and then play tic-tac-toe. After she wins the game, Billy gives her a gift, and the gift inside is kinda disturbing to see.
What's that? Jenny?
After that happened, the game crashed, and then Sophia decided to go home. But then the next day, she decided to come back to play the game because she got a lot of similar feeling and she wanted to go back and see what she had been missing. So basically, she tried to play the game to figure out what in her mind, what is the memory that she forgot. Sophia did tell this to Jenny, but Jenny seemed to think that this game is not haunted or anything, it's just a glitch. But Jenny did ask to make sure that do you want to still play the game? Why don't wait tomorrow to play with her? But yeah, Sophia just tell that if you want to go to sleep, you can go sleep first. So Sophia is alone again to play the game. Next minigame will be BaButThe minigame. The goal is to find all the 3 pick. Sophia do some puzzle before find the blue key to unlock the new room. After she finished the first room, in the next room, she have to do another puzzle by fixing the picture, and when she almost finished, once again the glitch. This time will be Radio Lock 3, the one that Susan recorded before she get attacked by Bond. After listening to all of that, and we did something that's similar. And got some little bit message from Bond. It said, level completed. Great job, Sophia. You just make Susan beautiful. She go to mailbox next after finish the minigame. Inside the mailbox is Linda's note, and Sophia basically read all of that until nothing left. Next minigame that she go is Bozo the Ringmaster game. But before the minigame begin, the birthday party room pop up from somewhere. And when she interacts with something, the weird dialogue and destroying face pop up, and the dialogue cannot be read. After that, the minigame begins. The memorized minigame. She playing like normal until she tried to match up another Busu face. Suddenly, Busu make a sad face before cut back to normal. Sophia tried to do that again, and then something weird happened.
Congratulations! You're very...
Busu suddenly changing to another minigame. Sophia have to spy what is the difference between 2 pictures. And after she finished the 3rd picture, this happened.
Nope, that's not the difference. That's not the difference.
Congratulations! You completed my game. Now, time for the prizes.
Yet we come back to the birthday party room again. But this time we control the Busu character. But when you interact with the table,
missing wheel 714, missing wheel 714.
And yeah, you already see that. And after that, she seemed to remember something.
This is kind of starting to make more sense to me. I mean, as much sense as something like this can make. These are all faces of people that I think I knew when I was younger. I knew these people, and for some reason my brain just forgot about them, or what happened to them. I doubt they're alive anymore. I mean, maybe they are, but it's unlikely because I would have heard from them by now. And this game really tries to make it seem like these people died. Not in very pleasant ways either. I really don't want to think about it anymore, but Jesus.
She still wants to play the game to figure out what happened, and this is her last minigame. It's Shaw minigame. In order to win, you have to fight Shaw, so basically you just play hide and seek. And after Sophia played for 2 to 3 rounds, this is what happened.
Am I still beautiful to you, Sophie?
I know you.
Found you.
After Sophia finished the whole minigame, the game is collapsed and showed literally everything she saw, and finally, this is what it showed when she still continued to play. A realistic looking whale with her eyes, a white bear coming out from the whale, like Mario? When he fully coming out of the whale, he speaks to her.
Come one and come all, welcome to my magic fountain of memories. Step right up and enter your most repressed experiences and get ready to be amazed by my magic. Let's take a small trip down memory lane, shall we? Tell me, what is it you would like to remember?
Sophia started writing down her first question is, who are you? But the bear doesn't answer that question and stand still, so she decided to draw two stickmen hold hand each other. The bear this time is not in a whale anymore, and everything is turning red, bloody red. And the memory that it gives her is May 2nd, 1974. And everyone here know what happened in that day. After that, you got a last message.
But that's not all, is it? There's still something you forgot to remember. They've been waiting for you.
The animatronic waiting for her to open the gift. Basically just all of these 3 pictures of animatronic that looking at you that ready to fucking kill you anytime soon. And Bond come out from nowhere just to give you his own gift. After Sophia gets traumatized by the memories that she wanted to forget, Jenny hears Sophia scream and coming inside to check out. Here is the conversation between both of them. I did try to use text-to-speech to their conversation, but it coming out pretty weird, so I'm gonna simulate everything about what they're talking. So basically the conversation is Sophia told what happened and what she saw inside the game. Jenny trying to calm her down, at the same time as trying to understand what Sophia trying to say. She is in between believe and not believe the story at the same time. After Sophia calmed down, both of them going to bed to take a rest before continue the conversation tomorrow. On the next day, Jessie decided to record the conversation is because Sophia have a problem to remember stuff, so she thinks it makes sense to record the stuff they're about to talking. She told us that she remembers some stuff from the summer that she had been going to the police station, but she don't know why she was there. She remembered her mother and told us what happened after her dad disappeared. Basically that Rosemary become upset with Sophia and want to protect her as much as possible, don't want her to be in danger and losing her again. She doesn't remember why her mother was upset with her, but basically just what I say, Rosemary just becomes sad and want to protect Sophia as much as she can live. She doesn't remember much about her dad, but she can confirm herself that her dad is love her no matter what. And that is what left off after 6 full long tapes of the Walten Files. And this 1 hour long video, which is the end of the whole timeline. But no, there's still a little bit more of the story, which the story will most likely about Anthony Miller, the person who posting about the Walten File tape to you to see. But that is the whole timeline of the Walten File that you need to know for now. I will make 2 more videos basically about Theory and Anthony. And if the Walten File coming out sooner or later, maybe we will react to it if you want to. So right now, thank you everyone for watching the video. Hope to see you guys later. Bye bye.